Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is day 25 of the series Dreams to Reality. It's a series where I talk about my journey on going from 0 to 10K in a month, as well as dropping little pieces of gems and knowledge that I've learned throughout the entire process. If you're new to the series, my name is Khalil Forrester. I'm a 20-year-old entrepreneur, but I was a former athlete. I played basketball for about 15 to 16 years up until junior college basketball. But now I transferred over to entrepreneurship, where I run two companies, an insurance company with my father, and then I also run a marketing agency that I started recently with one of my former teammates that I grew up with. We work with dealerships, restaurants, and real estate agents to kind of help them with their organic social media marketing to generate more revenue. Now, the piece of knowledge that I wanted to drop today was that less is more. And what I mean by that is a lot of the times we find ourselves overcomplicating things or over communicating things. Whereas when you just bring it down to a simple and concise explanation of what you want to do and what you want to talk about, that gets your point across faster, more efficiently, and more understandable to whomever you're speaking to. For example, when I go in and talk to these dealerships, right, a lot of the time I'm talking to general managers that are between 40 to 55 years old, give or take, somewhere around that age group. So the things that I know are completely different than the things that they know when it comes to social media, right? And when as far as Medicare and my life and health insurance, right, the things that I'd like to talk about on an everyday basis and the things that I know regarding the Medicare is a lot different than what the customer that I'm speaking to or the potential client that I'm speaking to is going to understand. So, for example, when I'm going into these Medicare meetings and I'm breaking it down one by one, right? I know it on such a deep level compared to what the consumer is going to understand. So my job is to simplify it so that they can understand it and make the best option that's available for them. It's the same thing with the marketing, right? I'm going and talking to these general managers that are very, much older than me. I'm only 20 years old. So when I'm talking about social media, I can go very deep if I really wanted to the insights, analytics, SEO, search engine optimization, copywriting, all these intricate details that go into social media marketing. But in their heads, they don't understand what any of that is. In their heads, all they really want is knowing, how do I get more views and how do I turn views into potential customers and these customers that are going to buy their vehicles, right? So when I'm going in and I'm pitching, I'm not talking about all this most difficult stuff. My job is to make it as seamless and as simple as possible. And the way to do that is by making everything that I want to speak about very concise and simple to understand, right? Less is more. Because when you're talking and you're rambling, right, people's attention spans ultimately over the years, because everything in social media is so easy for us to just swipe, 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 no matter, what we want to see, right? People's attention spans have gone from here all the way down here. And it's only going to drop even more as, AI, social media technology continues to increase and grow. So when I'm having these conversations with these people that are of power and authority within their industry, right? My job is to get them to understand how I can help them be better at their business, how I can get them more eyes on their business, how I can get them more customers on the business, and ultimately give them, a return on their investment, ROI, based on the social media marketing that we provide for them. So when I go in, I'm talking about, hey, this is the process, right? We come with ideation, scripting, editing, right? The full detailed process. But when I show it to them, I show it to them in a way that they can understand it very simply and very effectively, so that they say, okay, this is what their work looks like. This is what the results can look like, and by working with us, that's the only way that you can get it, right? We don't want them to work with any other marketing, agencies or people out there, right? They want us to work with KC Media Productions. If you guys need marketing, let me know. DM me on Instagram at Khalil Forster. Anyways, a lot of the times we find ourselves wanting to just overcomplicate things and just to get our message across, when in reality, uh, 5 sentence, explanation can be simplified into one complete and concise piece of words that get your point across very simply and very effectively. And that's something that I've learned recently, right? Don't overcomplicate things. Make things simple. Even when it comes to starting a business, right? You want things to be perfect, and we want things we want to have everything planned out from A to Z, but that's not going to happen. Things are never going to be perfect, and our plans are never going to go exactly how we want it. There's going to be issues that arise, mistakes that we're going to cause, lessons that we're going to have to learn, and the only way you can learn it is by starting and actually doing the thing. So yeah, just learn to not overcomplicate things. Being, humans and wanting to be a perfectionist, right? We're never going to be perfect at whatever we do, right? God is the only perfect thing ever. It's God. And, we can't be, we're not going to ever be perfect. So don't wait for the perfect time to start what you want to do, and don't try to make your pitch, your business, your ideas perfect, because once like I said, it's not going to ever be perfect. So just start, and you'll figure everything else out along the way. You're not going to know everything from the jump. And when you communicate with people, don't overcomplicate things. Make it simple, and get your point across very concisely and friendly, so that people can understand what you want to say, how you're going to say it, and how you can ultimately help them. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. This is going to be a pretty short video. I need to stop making these so late. It's 11:54 p.m. where I'm at. So I got to work on that. But yeah, don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple, and watch whatever you're doing that scale and grow exponentially, just because you're able to communicate better. I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about communication and how to properly communicate with people, to get your point across in a very thorough way that will ultimately help you. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to DM me on Instagram at Khalil Forrester. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.